take us back to June 22nd, 2017, right? You hear your name called by NBA commissioner as the 6th overall pick to the Orlando Magic. The emotions that must have flooded your mind that night.
You know, I was actually thinking about this the other day, and I really did not understand what exactly had taken place.
Really?
It really wasn't like, it really didn't hit me what exactly was happening, that I was really stepping into my dream of becoming an NBA basketball player. So you get your name called, and like you said, there's a whirlwind of emotions. There's people that's trying to grab you and talk to you. Your family's loving on you. And then I got back to the hotel, and I was just like, what in the world? I'm an NBA basketball player. And then the next day, I'm on a flight to Orlando, and it's like, let's go. The grind starts. It's time to get prepared for this season. So it happened really fast, and I really just that's pretty much what I remember from it. Is just the not really grasping the moment for what it was, and then just being in a daze a little bit.
When does that sink in? Does it ever sink in? And that reality that I'm in the NBA, I gotta learn about Orlando. I gotta learn my new teammates. There's got to be another whirlwind that comes after that once you get to Orlando.
I would say once I got to Orlando, get into the facility, and it's like, they were ready for me. It was ready. It was time to grind. It was time to lift. It was time to work out, get on the court. And that's when it started. It was like, okay, this is really real now. This is my job. I got to find a place to live. I got to find a car to drive. And it's time to be an adult and get things going.
What is maybe one or two things that they don't tell you that you had to learn on your own after you get drafted and get sent to a new city all on your own?
I say what they don't tell you is, I think for me, and I preach this as well in terms of how much of the game is outside of the game. And really, when we think about how much we really practice and work out and drill things into our head about what it is to be an elite basketball player on the court, that really is only a portion of the time of our profession. And I would honestly be on a crusade for guys and young guys, knowing that you have to work on you individually. You have to work on who you are mentally, right? Your confidence. You have to work on how you work with people, the person that you are. Do people speak well of you, or do people want to be around you as a teammate, as a player, as a friend? And all that goes a long way into your career. There's people that look up to us. We're role models to kids and adults and the media and the fans and all that stuff. You really have to take into account how much of our time is used up when it comes to events and all things of that nature, when it comes to being around people. So we have people over us, we have people under us, and you really have to not only focus on the game itself, but who you are as a person.
I think that's terrific advice. And you've got a future in that, in delivering that good advice to upcoming NBA players, these guys that are about to get drafted, right? In a couple of days that are going to get drafted. What emotions are they going through, and what can you tell them as they get ready?
Man, they're just excited. They're excited. They're ready for this. They've worked so hard for this. They've grinded for this, the blood, sweat, and tears for this. And now their dream is going to get a chance to come through. But I would just tell them to take it in, understand what's going on. But this is literally the beginning. It's not the end. It's the end of a chapter, but it's the start of a new one. And so you want to hit the floor with your feet running and get to your facility and just start the grind process. The rookie year is going to be ups and downs, and all things that come with coming to the game and being a new NBA player. But I would just say get focused, get grounded mentally, especially get sober, and just get ready to work.
Well, terrific advice. The last thing I've got for you, Jonathan, is walking onto the court for the first time. You're an NBA rookie, and I imagine that's got to be another complete wave of emotions that come over you, right?
I was out of my mind nervous, and I think it's warranted for what exactly we're thrown into as young guys. So I would just say take it in, and it can only get better. You'll only get better as you get more comfortable out there on the floor. You just take it in strides. You never get too high. You never get too low. And don't let your game, be your identity. Find your identity in something that's so much deeper and so much more of who you are than a basketball.
I guess the last thing, sorry, I got one more, but how much did Leonard Hamilton prepare you at Florida State for this? There's been guys after you, before you. There's guys in this draft that are coming out of Leonard's program. What does he mean to these young guys coming up?
Absolutely. Shout out to Coach Ham, for what they're doing with the program. First off, they're doing a great job. They're pumping them out now. It started the year before me with Beasley, but after that, they've just been pumping them out each year. So shout out to them for doing that. But Coach Ham was great. Again, there was a lot of focus on the men we were outside of just the basketball players that we were. And I think it really has prepared us. And if you look at the guys that are in the league now, Terrence Mann, Fianu Kabengele that got drafted by the Clippers, of the individuals that they are and coming out of that program. So Bacon, Dwayne Bacon coming out of the program, Beasley for coming out of that program. So they're doing a fantastic job, and I want them to continue to.
Well, you're a proud part of that. Appreciate it. You're going to be watching the draft. You're going to be locked in on draft night.
I'm locked in. I might be at the gym with the call of who we pick. You already, yeah, I'm in there.
Very good. I like it. You'll be ready. All right. Appreciate it, Jay. We'll be in touch. Okay.
Thanks a lot, my man.
All right. Thanks a lot, man. We'll see you in a couple of weeks. Take care. Thanks.
Bye-bye.